Good afternoon from the neighborhood in Ashland. This is the Greenup Video News Magazine. My first venture into the Boyd County Capitol. It's really not the Capitol, but it's good enough.
It's our little capital.
And I have to tell you this, when I asked Siri here to call Brittany Hoback, she always tells me that I have an English speaker, that she will call Brittany. Brittany.
I think that's how my mom maybe wanted people to say it when she threw that extra N in there.
Right, Brittany goat cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was her favorite bullying item when she was in school.
That's right.
Hank Bond, Brittany Hoback here at the neighborhood, and she is over at River City's Harvest, and she's going to talk about all the families that are in here and all that kind of exciting stuff. We'll be back in a minute to start all this mess out, and this is the OLBH Greenup Beacon Media Network.
Heavenly Father, thank you for today. Thank you for the opportunities it holds for growth, learning, and enjoyment, and for the time to share with others. I pray for peace and joy in mind, body and spirit, and for the hope of this day. In your name, amen.
At First and Peoples Bank and Trust, we're not only your home office, we're your hometown bank. We're your friends, your neighbors, even your relatives. When you enter our front door, you're going to be our #1 priority, because here at First and Peoples Bank, we're here to serve you. Tired of dealing with that corporate bank where you're just a number? Come see us at First and Peoples Bank and Trust, where we'll treat you just like a friend. Whether you're buying your first house, your second house, or financing a new car, come see us at First and Peoples Bank and Trust.
Around the corner or around the world with the Greenup Beacon.
I forgot about that. I want you to meet the girl, not the woman, but the girl who sets the standard for talking like this.
I do.
So that it shows up on the tape.
That's why I'm holding my hands like this under the table.
Yes.
So
I thought she was praying earlier on.
No.
But, I want to say hello to Jordan Ryan today up in Peebles, Ohio. And Jordan, we're glad to have you with us, as you're with us every Wednesday. And we finally enticed Brittany to come back and do a show with us. Brittany's done a couple shows since she left us, because she left me high and dry. It was really bad. And she got her a hobby up here. And
I did.
She did, you know, just 68 hours a week, nothing big. And so we're really happy for Brittany, but the community needs to be happy for the success you've had, Brittany. So talk to us about the neighborhood and the neighbors helping neighbors.
Okay. Well, I've actually been the director of River City's Harvest for going on 2 years now. I can't believe it's actually been that long. And
were you still in diapers when you started?
Yeah, I was back in the day. And I've kind of taken on a few other roles here at the building since I've been down here. I also handle the community relations for the dressing room, and then I guess I'm in charge of fundraising for the entire building. So the neighborhood is what houses all of these different nonprofits here.
Nice.
So, you know, when it comes to throwing the wine and bourbon ball or the golf scramble, we've got another one in the works. We're not quite sure we're going to launch this year or not yet. But when it comes to raising money or throwing a party or drinking wine and bourbon, I'm your girl.
She's a wine and cheese connoisseur.
I am.
We used to do shows at her house. I had to move the bottles to be able to tape her.
Exactly. You know, what's great is, I mean, it's not great because I'm going to miss her, but Sarah is going to be leaving us this year. She's a senior, and she's going to be going off to college. And so now I'm actually going to be able to legitimately have wine and cheese for dinner whatever night I want. I don't have to cook.
And her room's the one you're going to put the wine racks in and put an extra cooling unit in.
Exactly.
Yes,
A floor to ceiling, you know, wine bottle racks, the whole 9 yards.
So and then she won't ever be able to come home unless she sleeps on the couch.
No.
She could have Cheetos with Levi, though.
She could. Yep, exactly.
I bet he'd like to see her again.
He probably would.
Back to the River City's Harvest. Even though you've been on here a couple times and you've been such a star in the media, why don't you take me through how you function?
Okay. Well, we are a food rescue and redistribution operation. So basically what that means is that if you or I were to go to Kroger's or Walmart and we would see those stickers that say manager special on them and it have like $1 off of a roast or the bag of salad, if you did not buy those things this evening, then they would be put into a box and boxed up for us the following day. And so last year we rescued about 680,000 pounds of food that would have at one point in time been thrown in the trash. So we definitely get our hands on a significant amount of food that definitely has another life. And this is not rotten food. It's not food that's gone bad. This is stuff that people here in the building use. And then of course we then push out to our 46 partner agencies and we help support them and their mission to help feed the hungry. So we cover... Name
a few of the agencies. I'm not trying to discount the others, but name a few of your larger agencies.
So definitely probably the largest is right here, which is the Ashland Community Kitchen, which is where we're shooting the show at today.
With the chairs on the table.
All stacked up there nicely.
You have to stand and eat.
So they're probably our biggest recipient, and then followed probably closely by Safe Harbor. Grace Culture Church is another big one. They've been doing, Saturdays and Sundays and kind of covering those days for us when the kitchen isn't open. And then, of course, we have every senior citizen center. So Boyd County, Flatwoods, Ashland, which is always great. I like to have those folks, and Ashland Child Development Center, any church pantry that you can think of as an agency of ours. Helping Hands of Greenup County is another one. Wortland Church of God. So you name it, we pretty much cover everybody, and even the Salvation Army is an agency of ours as well. So we get our hands on that food and we push it right back out the door the same day. And then we also have a garden that we grow out of the federal prison in Summit, Kentucky. And
they almost overload you with turnips, don't they?
Yes. We actually finally did take the turnips off the menu because it was getting so hard where we'd have these barrel full of turnips.
Yeah.
And nobody
you ever
really
baked a turnip?
No, I heard they're really good.
We do. That's what when you're on the Atkins diet, which is a low carb diet, it replaces potatoes. The skin is tough. It never gets potato-like.
Yeah.
But the insides with a little butter, salt, and pepper, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Well, we ended up taking them off the menu because I didn't have enough meat to bribe our agencies into taking a barrel full of turnips.
Correct.
So we took those off the menu, and last year we pulled in 76,000 pounds of fresh produce out of that 6-acre garden. So it was a record year for us, and we had our hands full. So I anticipate that this year will be bigger, providing that the weather holds out for us and behaves itself. But I think we've got some different corn varieties and potato varieties that should boost our poundage a little bit better and maybe hit that 80,000 pound mark.
I'm telling you, you impressed me, Britt.
Well, thank you.
We'll be back with some more after these words on the OLBH Greenup Beacon Media Network.
Stultz Pharmacy is now offering patients compounding for their prescription needs. Stultz Pharmacy is the only pharmacy in the area PCCA certified. We can provide you with hormone replacement, neuropathy creams, scar creams, pediatric prescriptions, and we can even help you with your veterinarian needs. If you have any questions, please call 606-834-1052. That's 834-1052. Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup, Flatwoods, and Wheelersburg. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
At Carmen Funeral Home for more than 100 years, the original mission of the firm hasn't changed. They've always intended to provide the best and most professional services complemented by the finest products. Carmen Funeral Home, people serving people since 1913, from pre-need to final arrangements. Carmen Funeral Home.
Are you an adult looking for a new career? A high school senior ready for a new and exciting journey? No matter your education goals, we have a path to get you there. We have lots of programs to help you get a high-paying job quickly or work toward a bachelor's degree. Take advantage of the state's lowest tuition, outstanding training programs for jobs in your area, and online classes. Enroll now. Ashland Community and Technical College. Higher education begins here.
And we're back with the effervescent Brittany Hoback. You know, you drop you in a cup of water
Right,
and
and
you
I
fizz.
fizz,
That's
exactly.
Kind of like fizzies.
Yeah,
you don't
that
remember
works.
fizzies, do you?
I don't think, no.
No, you're too young for fizzies.
I'm
They were
too young.
developed by a guy who lives on what used to be 52 coming out of 5th Street in Huntington.
So that's
Up
not
at
me.
you.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
Nope.
It's not me either.
Nope.
Unbelievable. Neither phone has rung in the last
Yeah.
20 minutes. Well, we'll point out now, because this will be archived, that down the road about 15, 20 minutes, the governor's here to announce
Yes.
jobs for South Shore and a new aluminum plant. And Brittany and I are both great advocates for that, because not only will it provide jobs, and apparently pretty well-paying jobs, it also, I'm certain, will become a big community partner, just like Marathon.
Absolutely.
And all those that used to be.
Yes, definitely.
Even though we're not going to replace the thousands of jobs, we're certainly, that's a good start,
Oh,
because there'll be spin-off industry.
Yes, exactly, and make a very significant dent in it. And you know, and this area really needs a boost like that. You know, because we see it kind of firsthand down here at the neighborhood.
Oh, I bet.
You know, with the economic downturn that we've had here in the area. So we certainly see an influx of people needing services and needing a little bit of help. So bringing industry, bringing jobs back to the Ashland area is going to be a win for everybody involved.
Okay, let's name off these places and tell me what to do.
Okay, well, of course you know that River Cities is food rescue and redistribution, which is what we do. And then we also have the Ashland Community Kitchen here, which does lunch Monday through Friday, and then they do dinner Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They did about 70-some thousand meals last year.
She's already lined up for the pizza that's over there.
Exactly, I know they just brought pizza in from
I just wanted
Giovanni's.
to tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. We are great recipients for everybody's surplus food. They know where to bring
Yeah,
it
but look
here.
at the number of pizzas in
I know,
there. I mean,
there's like
that's amazing.
20 pizzas in there.
Right.
So I'm definitely going to have to get
Of course,
some.
the way I see some people chowing down on it, there'll be 18 pizzas.
We may not get to it.
Right. We are taking one back to Brittany's office. I
Exactly.
want to share
Exactly.
This.
And
No,
then
no. Okay, go ahead.
right across the hall from the Ashland Community Kitchen, we have CARES, which basically I call them the gatekeeper. So if you're new to the area, then we usually send you to the CARES office first, which is where you will see a caseworker. You'll be able to tell your story about your financial situation, your economic situation, your family situation behind a closed door in the privacy of just you and a caseworker. And then they will they'll help you get your license, your social security card, help you with utility bills. And then, of course, they will point you in the direction of which church pantry will serve you based on your address. So, again, that's why I've dubbed them the gatekeeper.
Right.
And then you will also get the neighborhood card, which basically opens you up to all the services here at the building. And then further down the hall, we have the dressing room, which is a community clothing closet. They accept gently used clothes, bedding, small household items, and of course, last month we just did the promenade event where they gave away free prom dresses and suits to high school kids. We did a little bit over 100 kids came through there, which was a really nice event. You know, we had seamstresses there that, you know, fixed the dresses and steamed the dresses and gave away makeup and jewelry, and so it was a really, really cool event. I was glad to be a part of it this year. And so last month alone, the dressing room saw almost 1,400 families. And this is families, this is not just people that are coming into the dressing room to receive clothing and things like that. We also have Clean Start, which is one of my favorite nonprofits here in the building, and they actually offer free haircuts. And they also have 2 working showers so that folks that are homeless or living on the streets can come in here and take a shower. And get a haircut. So if you are a licensed beautician and you need some place to volunteer your time, we would love to have you down here. I think their hours are normally 10 to 1. It's just a morning ministry to kind of get everyone's day started up right. This is also a good place to donate all your small toiletry items that you go when you go to the hotels and you're like, oh, I'm going to put them in a bag and I'm going to bring them home with me and I'm going to use them, and you never do.
So they bust open in your bag.
Exactly. So this is a great place to bring those things to, because those one-time use shampoos and lotions are really, really nice to have.
And conditioner.
Here. And conditioner, yes. My hair would be tragic without conditioner. It's
The
tragic
horrible
now, which
hair.
is why it's
No, it's not horrible. Crazy.
Crazy hair, exactly. We also have the Drop Center, which is the newest addition here at the neighborhood, and it was brought in here by Pathways. This is a youth center, and basically from ages 16 to 25, even though I think they've gone down to 13 to 25, kids can come in here from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. There's computers in there, again, counselors, but these counselors are more around their age group.
Right.
And there are big screen TV, couches, a pool table, art center, so they can just really come in and have a safe place to sort of decompress, or just a safe place to go, period.
Right.
Because a lot of these kids do not have that. And then if they have reached out to a counselor about possible substance abuse or abuse going on at the home, they do have counselors there, also with A-Star, which is an addiction recovery branch of Pathways. They can go in and seek counseling that way. And then, of course, our final one in here is the needle exchange program, which is brought to us by the Boyd County Extension Office. It was a necessary thing to have here at the neighborhood. We were picking up needles every day in the parking lot, in the alleyway, and of course we talk about the safety of the workers down here and the safety of other people.
Sure.
The needle exchange program is not to foster drug habits. It's more about preventing disease, the spread of disease, because we are in an area that has increased hepatitis C rates. So, the second week after these ladies were in here from the Boyd County Health Department, they had people asking for counseling. So, it is working, and
It's a first step kind of thing.
Exactly.
Right.
And so, we're glad that they're also here, and they're here on Fridays from maybe 11 to 2, I think.
Yeah, you can't go in after 2. That's what the sign says.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Right.
So definitely.
But I've noticed Channel 3 in Huntington is going to have, I think it's tomorrow, they've done a piece on something about, oh shoot. But anyway, I can't remember the name of it, but it's about this.
Yes.
You go in the bathroom and get one of those toilet seat covers, and they've stuffed needles in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they
It's
don't
very
keep
dangerous.
the covers by any means.
Exactly.
I'm a diabetic. Take it off, use it, put it on, throw it away.
Sure.
I use a milk jug.
Sure.
That way the garbage men are never at risk.
Sure.
And you can last a pretty long time, because I take it 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah.
So.
And so these individuals are also, they're given a receptacle to put their
Right.
needles into.
A sharps kind of thing.
Exactly. And they're also taught about, rotating injection sites to prevent infection and prevent, vein blowout and things like that. And then they're also, given literature, of course, on counseling, and
Right.
and then they're allowed to give as many needles or take as many needles as they can. I think it may be 40 or something like that a week, until the 5th time that they come, and then after that it's a 1-to-1 exchange ratio. So
Right.
the idea was to kind of flood
Sure.
the market
With good
clean
needles.
with clean needles for those first 5 times, and after that to exchange the dirty one for a clean one. So it's definitely a busy place there from 11 to 2.
And I want to repeat, this is not a situation where anyone is advocating drug use.
No, by no means.
But we cannot be unrealistic
Sure.
either. It's like you're not promoting diabetes either, but
No.
people have to have clean needles.
Exactly,
So,
exactly.
and
so
they do become a cost factor. They're not near as high as the insulin by any means,
Sure,
but
sure.
it's still a cost factor.
Yep.
And I've found that I use them more than once, but only me, and
Yeah.
they're on my windowsill. I don't let anybody around them.
Sure.
So,
And so since they've actually been here, we have not, I think there's been one time we've picked up a needle out in the
really?
alleyway.
Good.
Since then, and they've been in here since June. So,
Well, that's great.
We're looking at almost a year
Right.
with not seeing needles in the parking lot, not seeing needles in the alley or, around the trash. So I think it's a huge victory for everybody that works down here, that's
Right.
concerned about
Right.
their safety as well.
all right, fundraisers are coming up
Yay!
next. Back in a minute here on the OLBH Greenup Beacon Media Network.
Welcome to Bellefonte Animal Clinic. Dr. Amy Bess is a licensed veterinarian treating dogs, cats, and other small animals. Your pet's health and well-being are very important, and Dr. Bess and staff will take every step to give your pet the best possible care. Bellefonte Animal Clinic is a full-service animal clinic and will take routine wellness cases as well as medical, surgical, and dental issues. Dr. Amy Bess, Bellefonte Animal Clinic, 1500 Kenwood Drive, Russell. Call 606-836-9933.
Brent Roark's Insurance Agency is a full-service agency associated with Nationwide Insurance, one of the largest insurance companies in the United States. Nationwide's financial strength remains strong. To reach Brent Roark at 721 Bellefonte Road in Flatwoods, phone 836-6666.
Nationwide is on your side.
Betty Gallion and the Greenup County EMS want you to know the qualified staff is available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For transport, call 833-1515, and for medical emergencies, call 911. Greenup County EMS, when seconds count, accepting Medicaid, private insurance, and private pay. Greenup County EMS.
Around the corner or around the world with the Greenup Beacon.
And we're back. It's a dangerous place I've entered into today.
That's right.
I forgot. You know, Brittany and I did this for a couple of years, and we take a break, and then we come back and do it again. And I will tell you that people miss you, Brittany.
Well, thank you. I miss doing this. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
Anytime I get to sit here and just talk.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Captive audience.
Yeah. Captain Obvious, you are. Okay, fundraisers.
Fundraisers, yes. So this is obviously the most important part of what we do.
No. Serving the people.
Well, exactly. So this is what makes what we do important and possible. Every agency here is funded by the United Way, and so I definitely want to give a big shout out to the United Way. We are all United Way agencies. And
I noticed Jerry Compton and her crew topped their goal.
Yes, absolutely. They set a goal for $550,000. I think they were 643. And
right, she did great. Went on vacation for 3 weeks. And no, not really.
Yeah, no. So
sorry, Jerry.
Exactly. We're very excited about the success of the United Way campaign, and we're hoping that we all reap the benefits of that. And so when it comes to fundraisers, so what the United Way doesn't support us in, we have to make up somewhere else. And so from a River City standpoint, we have our 7th annual trail run and hike against hunger, which is August 5th at Greenbow. And this offers a 3.5 mile hike option and then a 7.5 mile trail run option. So last year we had about 125 runners, which was pretty big for us, and so we're hoping to double that this year. I hope I can handle that. But it was a really nice turnout, and we always do corn on the cob and hot dogs afterwards on the grill, and I like to get Kona Ice out there. Kona Ice, if you're listening.
Right.
Come on out there.
Well, the other thing I want to tell you about Brittany is she has no trouble keeping up in that cart she rides. So now Brittany had a back operation, and she had plantar fasciitis. And she's had, all kinds of injuries, but she will take your money.
Yes, I will take your money. Exactly.
I do want to say that if you can't participate, the center and all involved will gladly accept a donation, which is tax deductible.
Absolutely.
And that always works.
Exactly,
right?
yes.
And okay, so we have the run.
So we have the run, and then as far as what's coming up here very soon, actually this Friday, there is the Empty Bowls fundraiser for the Ashland Community Kitchen. And this will be held from 11 to 2 at First Christian Church here in Ashland. And so the tickets are $15. You can come and pick out a bowl. A lot of area potters and artisans have donated bowls, and then plus a lot of folks have gone to the pottery place and painted up bowls, and some of them are really, really good. I was actually quite impressed with our community and how well that they've done with their artistic skills. And they painted.
Brittany did not make bowls.
I did not make bowls. I did not have
Although
time.
Don't let her fool you. It's Brittany the artist.
Yeah, yes, I should have made a bowl, but I didn't. So you can come and then you can eat soup and salad, and we have several different, I think, tomato basil and butternut squash, and I forget what else Faith is making back there, but that's what she's making. And Gold Star chili, Texas Roadhouse is doing baked potato soup or something like that. So we've got all kinds of stuff, and that's from 11 to 2 at First Christian Church in Ashland for the Ashland Community.
That's because
Kitchen.
you're Methodist, you can't say that.
I know I can't. It's like, ugh, it's blasphemy. Yes, and then after that we have the golf scramble, which benefits the neighborhood. So essentially that benefits all of us here in the building because we are all here rent-free.
Right.
So when we fundraise for the neighborhood, that is essentially covering the CAM costs, insurance, everything to operate this big giant building.
Right.
So our two fundraisers for the year to do that are the golf scramble, which is at Bellfront Country Club on May 19th. It's a noon start. And then we also have a business after hours on the 18th from 5 to 7 at the Bellfront Country Club. Everyone's invited to attend.
Which is a 4 o'clock start. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, maybe for me.
She will bring wine from Sarah's room.
Exactly.
Yes.
and I will be having some of that before it even starts. So that is the golf scramble. We're still looking for teams. If you guys want to sponsor a team or sponsor a tee, it's a pretty nice event. And then, of course, I know this is a long way away, but to tell you the truth, as soon as the golf scramble is over, I start right back over with planning the Wine and Bourbon Ball, which is a New Year's Eve event.
Right.
We moved
That's
it.
really not that far off.
I know, seriously. So it was like last year, it was right after the golf scramble was over, we started. And hopefully I've got most of it worked out from last year,
Right.
and it won't be too much of a hassle. But it was a big undertaking because we changed a lot of things last year. We moved venues, we changed the menu, we just...
Now, where did you have it?
It was at the Plaza Hotel,
Uh-huh.
and then we changed it to the Bellefonte Pavilion.
Okay.
Our Lady
Did
of
that
Bellefonte
seem to
Hospital.
go well?
Yes, it was wonderful. First kind of concerned we weren't be able to fit everybody in there, but it did work because we also had the casino that night.
Right.
So you know, that space is a little bit laid out
Right,
kind of weird.
right.
But it did fit everybody, and we're actually considering adding more tables next year. Make
Great.
it more of a party. So everybody wants to be there for anyway. It's right after Christmas. Nobody wants to buy a silent auction item, it seems. They just want
No.
to be there to
Party.
eat and to party. So I think that's what we're going to shoot for. And of course,
Right.
we'll have the casino back. And hopefully Ross Turner always says he's going to retire as a DJ, but he says that every year. So hopefully he comes back and joins us again for
He's
another year
making
DJing.
it up.
Yeah,
Although I
think
did
so
see
too.
where he's selling his house.
I know. So I don't know what the story
He's
is.
probably
with
going to
that.
move into a one-bedroom trailer somewhere
Maybe.
where he can exist.
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. So
I have a question before we close out here. And does a golf scramble have anything to do with eggs? I mean, do you have eggs at each hole or
eggs.
scrambled eggs?
Oh no. No scrambled eggs. But I'll tell
Boy,
you
did
what
you see
though.
this?
I'm sorry,
Woo!
right over my head. I'll tell you
Yeah.
what though. We did just pick up a nice lady to donate eggs for to us for River City's harvest. She's going to
Hey,
be donating about
same
30
thing, right?
30 to 60 dozen eggs a week, and it's been something I've been kind of working on for about 2 years, was to get us a
Great.
consistent protein
Supplies
source.
of protein,
Yeah, exactly,
yes.
because that's something, especially the dairy portion of the protein. We
Yes.
normally get a lot of meat in, but not
Right.
the milks, the cheeses, and the eggs.
Virgil,
so.
watch out. You're going to have many egg dishes.
Exactly,
No.
exactly.
No, Brittany doesn't take anything home. No, no. Isn't
Yes.
that right? Yeah.
That is right. No, yes. It's we definitely are very proud of what we do at River
You
Cities.
should
We
be. You should be.
we work very
And
hard.
we're proud of you, Brittany, really.
Well,
We
thank
are.
you very
Yeah.
much. Considering the fact that I did get a back surgery, I know I'm going to run that one into the ground because of it. But it was the infamous banana box that did me in. It weighed about 62 pounds when I picked it up. I know. I'm telling you,
Yeah, some things never change.
they never do.
We'll be back to close out with Brittany in a minute on the OLBH Greenup Beacon Media Network. Maybe. McConnell House was built 27 years before the Civil War. Located near the intersection of the Industrial Parkway and US 23, they're open to the public for free tours Friday from 9 until 4, Saturday 9 until 5. A full slate of fundraiser events are scheduled, beginning with a spring tea on April 15th and a derby party on May the 6th. Rentals for weddings, showers, and other special events are available. Contact Bud Matheny at 606-585-1585.
All drivers are not as careful as you are, and Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance in Flatwoods reminds you to drive carefully at all times. For all your insurance needs, auto, home, life, and health, contact Kurt Robinson Insurance. With over 28 years as a State Farm agent, phone 836-3011. Auto quotes available 24/7 at 836-3011. Kurt Robinson Insurance, 1114 Belfont Road in Flatwoods.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
If Brittany could have heard this music, you would have seen her dance.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to see that.
No.
No.
3-4 bottles of wine later, we might get her to dance.
Exactly.
So Brittany Hoback is the director of the River Cities Harvest. I've already had too much wine, I guess. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And so anyway, Jordan Ryan told me to tell you hello. And,
Awesome. Hello,
and
Jordan.
he's telling you, she's telling you hello, and hopefully we've accomplished our mission for today.
Hope so.
Brittany, read over your people here again, and then if they want to get in contact, how to do that.
Okay. We have River Cities Harvest and Ashland Community Kitchen. We have CARES, which is the Community Assistance and Referral Service, or otherwise known as the Gatekeeper. The Dressing Room, Clean Start, The Drop, which is put on by Pathways, and then of course the Exchange, which is done by the Boyd County Health Department. We all have Facebook pages, and we are all, of course,
and you have
pretty
a website?
active.
You
Yes,
have a website?
we are at rivercitiesharvest.org. And like I said, most of us post to the website
Right.
or post to the Facebook page every day. That's because I'm in control of most of their Facebook pages.
And from what I can see, every one of them have a website
Yes,
of some
and even
sort.
if you go to one of ours, they're all linked together.
It's a link joint, okay.
Exactly.
Good,
So
good,
like
good,
you can
good.
go through and it'll say other agencies at the neighborhood, and you can click on them and it'll take you directly to their site as well. So
Is there anything you'd like to add before we quit?
no, come see us. You know, we're growing every year. Like I said, we were at 680,000 pounds last year, and I'd like to hit 725, 730 this year. But to do that, we're going to need some serious volunteer power.
Right.
We may need, especially here next month when the garden starts to come in, I'm trying to drum up some older marathon retiree groups to come and drive for us to go pick up some of the stuff at the prison garden. Maybe even go on some of these Walmart runs and help out, because some of those days can be 10,000 pound days.
I bet.
So, you know, we run on a very minimal staff anyhow. We have several volunteers that are in there all the time, but like I said, 10,000 pound day after another 10,000 pound day after another 10,000 pound day.
Results in back surgery.
Results in back surgeries,
Yes.
exactly. And so that's what happened. And so we could really, really use some new faces down there at River Cities. And so please contact me anytime. We're at 324-3663. And if you forget that, it's 324-FOOD. And of course, rivercitiesharvest.org is our website. See us on Facebook and message me, and we'll be glad to get you hooked up. We're a great bunch of folks down there. We have a good time. We're usually busting each other's chops and just having it's just a blast down there. And that's why I guess my husband calls it my hobby instead of my job.
Brittany opens herself up for getting
harassment.
her chops busted. Yes.
Exactly.
Brittany, thanks so much. And
Anytime.
We'll come back on in the fall a little bit and talk about how the scramble went. You know,
Sounds
the
good.
egg scramble. Now that
The
you've got
egg scramble.
60 dozen eggs a week,
That's right.
you may very well be able to have scrambled eggs.
at the Holst.
That's it. You could just set up little Bunsen burner. I mean, it would be fun.
It could be done.
You could charge people $2 an egg. You know,
exactly.
yeah.
I think that
So
would
she
work.
doesn't do anything cheap. Promise.
No.
Promise. For Brittany Hillback, this is Hank Bond. Thanks for joining us here on the Greenup Beacon Video News Magazine. We invite you to join us again next week when we'll have George Snyder of Murder and Merriment, one of the interactive play folks. He joined us a couple of years ago, and we're going to have him back again. And I might even invite Brittany so she can come over and show you how to act.
Oh, no.
You know, I don't know that anybody could show Brittany how to act, though. I figured that out.
Maybe overact.
That would overreact.
Oh, just,
Overreact.
yeah, either
That's
one.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
For Brittany, this is Hank Bond. Thanks so much for joining us here on the OLBH Greenup Beacon Media Network.